perfectly honest with you, this is not a show that I care about watching because, the subject matter just doesn't matter to me. And I got kind of soured to the whole, preachers can raise porn stars also. And preachers have kids. Like, just because you're a preacher's kid doesn't mean that your kids aren't going to do, that you're not going to do drugs and, so on. So it's a little hypocritical with the fire and brimstone and then you got a mess going on at home. I got to tell you something. So, I was on full bed rest after having 3 miscarriages, 2 at 5 months, praying for my little calf. So I went on full bed rest. Well, after I gave birth to him, and now he's 12 years old, me and my husband were just so grateful. We enrolled in church, and we started going to church. Okay. So now here we are going to church, and it was it was like a big church with a lot of congregation, and not a regular choir, but more like Earth, Wind, and Fire up there playing. You know how it is. We're Baptist, by the way. So when I go to church, I get first of all, I'm emotional with you, so you can imagine how many tissues I need when I'm at church. So we're going, we got our bunchkin, I got my husband, we're blessed. Well, one day, oh, and by the way, it was popular on the radio at that time, so we always like to leave a little bit early just so that we can get out, move the car, and go back home. Or out for breakfast, like what you do after church. So we left, and I'm seeing this gray Toyota Tercel right over there, just rocking and knocking. Well, honey, there were 2 kids in there going at it. Getting busy with the sex while the preacher is still preaching and Earth, Wind, and Fire band is still in there playing. And see, nobody's really shocked at that because you know that this happens. And so me, being the informant that I am, I get back on the radio. That was Sunday, so Monday, what I do over the weekend? Well, at the church, this is what I witnessed. Well, next thing you know, we're kicked out of the church. I swear to you, we were kicked out of the church. And guess how we were served to know we were kicked out of the church? Knock, knock, knock at our front door. The marshal came to serve me the notice that we're kicked out of the church because I talked about 2 teenagers knocking boots in the parking lot. So, when it comes to the church, I believe, and I'm as Christian as anybody else, but I just can't. I can't. So you watch that show. I'm not watching. And it got really nasty, too. I mean, the reverend turned into a real animal, just a real Anyway, let's talk about Tina Turner, because we don't talk about her a lot, and I just love her.